Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good day. My name is Musyairah binti Khairul and this is my reflection video for overall activities and for the PEC Interprofessional Leadership Skills subject. So first of all, regarding this subject, my expectation towards this subject at first is, of course, we are going to learn about what criteria that we must have to be a leader and how a leadership in one person can actually give impacts towards themselves whenever we move into career or working this one day. And then other than that, I also expect to learn various types of leaderships or various types of leader that is present as in professional field. And of course, in this class, I'm looking forward to actually create a new bond or create a good networking between other students from different backgrounds and also different field of study. For my overall experience to this subject, of course, I will talk about all the activities that we have completed week by week, starting from week 1 until week 5. So regarding week 1, we have learned so many types of leader that is available and which category of leader is considered as good leader, effective leader, and which one is not. So basically there was a lot, there were many types of leader, and then of course there were 13 types of leadership skills that we must have to become an effective leader. A leader must have an honesty inside their heart so that they will be able to do some work without any mistake or no secrets between leaders and also their teams. Other than that, a leader must have a very good communication skill so that the work or the task can be divided or can be completed like what is planned and desired. And next is a leader must also be creative. Other than that, confidence and of course, a leader must have the mentoring ability in themselves so that they can actually lead or guide their teammates. And then other than that, a leader must also be positive. So moving on to weekly activities, we have started the first weekly activities in week 2, where the theme was leaders with communication skills that is effective. So what we have done, we actually have played a games that need us to do some active listening and then to be able to listen to our leader and then to be able to listen exactly what were the instruction is and to complete the instruction exactly like what they have mentioned, and then of course to not to deny all the instructions. So what I've learned from here is when we have a good communication skills with our team or we have a good bonding with our team, we know them well, as a leader or even as a team, we should listen to each other. So this is basically what I've learned from week 1, and then this is very useful if we were in professional team or working with other people one day, because other people might not have the same way of thinking or the same way in demonstrating whatever they wanted to do or wanted to say. And that is why active listening is very important, because from that we will be able to understand and we actually share good opinion with each other. So it is actually a very good skills to apply in future. Next, moving on to the week 3, with the theme was creativity and ability of a leader to be a mentor. As I've mentioned just now, a leader must also have mentoring ability in themselves, right? So from here, I've actually conducted few activities where there were checkpoints, 3 checkpoints, and we have to complete the games. For example, the one that we need to arrange the cup and to form a bridge or some structure, and then how to fix a problem where we have some team members to hold their hands together and then to actually figure out how to fix the problem, as they have gave us some cases and issues in that. And then other than that, we also play some it's like problem solving. We have to solve some issue and then activity in creative way, meaning that we have to use our brain and we have to use all of our team members to think how to solve the puzzle or the ideas. And then from this activity, actually we have learned on how to think creatively, even though at first I think I am lack of creativity, but then when we do it together, actually we can boost our creativity very well, and actually there was a lot more to learn and to think if you work together with your team. So that is what I've learned from this activity. And other than that is ability to mentor. So whenever you have your team members together with you, you must have the ability to mentor, meaning that you have the initiative to start first or to initiate any task, especially during emergency or during we wanted to complete some activities in very fast. So mentoring is actually needed. So next, moving on to week 3. Next, moving on to week 4, where the team was identifying the leadership skills. So here, we do activities in a room. It's like a hospital room in MSU, which completed by group 4. They have actually set us a few types of games, and from these games, all these games that has been conducted, there were actually a lot of IPE skills inserted together, where we have also learned on how to actually do the hospital setting, which me myself with SPH or pharmacy background, I never have or experience such things, so we have learned something new from here. And other than that, also we have learned some of leadership skills or identify from ourselves. For example, for me myself, I am able to feel the humanity, as one of the activities is we have to settle down a patient where they were just met an accident and then something happened to the patient, and then I feel like I have the humanity towards the patient, as because I tend to do things fast to ensure or to make sure that the person is safe. And that is I think one of the skills that must have in a leader, meaning that you have to think about your teammates, you have to think about who you guide, who you lead, and then that is very important. So this kind of skills actually is needed and is a must whenever you work with people out there from different backgrounds one day. And as a pharmacist also, I need this because to get understand or to consider people more or deeply, because being in healthcare professionals field is not easy. So we have to understand people not by doing our tasks accordingly, but without considering other people situation and also their feelings and something like that. And next is week 5, which is the major project, where we have conducted this role play. So the role play for my group is about dispensing expired medicine. So there were a lot of skills that I've grab from here, which is first of all, there must no be secrets between each other, so that we are able to complete the task together, to be on time, and also to be able to respect each other. So this is very important too whenever you work with people, especially later when we will go to internship, right? So we will work together with most of the professionals like doctors or seniors, and then they are all persons who will guide us. So as a leader or as a teammates, we have to respect to each other, because it is very important. So other than that, I also learned on how to delegate the task very well, because if one of them is missing in doing the task, so the marks won't be given equally to us. And then other than that, from this role play also, I've learned to be more confident to stay in front and to lead, of course, because we learn on how to give our own opinions and how to arrange or to actually give everything that we have to give our best towards the project. And that is what I've learned from this task or activities. And last but not least is next week, which is the problem solving skills team, where it will be conducted by my group, and the team was problem solving skills. So even though it has not been conducted yet, but me and my teammates have actually discussed on what we will be doing on that day, and there were here and there during the discussion, but then we managed to find good solutions to the activities that we will be conducting. And then also we try to put our best commitment. We have tried our best to commit and then to do our best on that day. So that was all the activities, the reflections from me myself towards this subject, towards all the weekly activities that we have conducted, and also to my teammates and team members, and together with the lecturers, they have done all the very best. And of course to the classmates, they are also amazing. And then to be a leader is not easy, but everyone can be a leader if you learn, study, and also you have all the skills that is needed for an effective leader. But not to forget, a leader must also be brave and to lead people. And overall, I feel blessed to have been part of this course or subject, and I hope that I can actually develop the skills or apply all the skills that I've learned in future And then I am uh, I am also hoping that all the skills that I have learned in this course will also be very useful for me myself, for the people around me, and of course towards everybody that have that is involved in dealing with me or communicating with me. So that's all from me. Thank you so much for listening.